Today with Old Mountain Bricks, we're going to be doing something crazy today. We're going to be building a Lego on the beach. And the set we're going to be building today is this set right here that feels right at home on the beach. It's the Lilo and Stitch Beach House. Set number 43268, containing 834 pieces. This set was released in 2025, and it's the latest version of Lilo and Stitch. This is based on the classic animated film, not the new movie. And we're going to build this whole thing right here on the beach, try and keep count of how many times we get splashed up with water here. So let's go ahead and empty the bags onto our little board here and get started. Inside you will find about 6 plastic numbered bags, as well as a small sticker sheet and the instruction manual. As we get started, let's dump these things out, and it's gonna be quite a time, I can already tell. Getting started with the build, of course, Stitch is first up. We'll take a closer look at the minifigures in just a little bit here, but you start with building his little spaceship over there, and then the foundation of their little house. So it's nice, it goes together, has a lot of these rounded plates in order to kind of have some nice texture to it, a lot of like the fern elements, and then some basic bricks inside there. Here comes the first wave. Oh no! Oh, okay, we're back. Not too bad, had to move back a little bit there. But as I was saying, you get started with the basic foundation, and then a lot of just brickwork around the sides. Gets a little tedious in some places by putting some of these like very tall bricks together, and they don't interlock until later, so that was a bit frustrating with this type of build, but eventually it starts locking together pretty good. Again, with the sand, it added an extra bit of texture to things, so in order to get some of these smaller things like those 1x1 tiles you see, it was hard to line all of those up with some of that. But then you start getting ready for the next floor. Has this little kind of canopy piece off to the side. And then you start with some of the other smaller details in like the kitchen and the little laundry room. You then build their little living room, and then on to the second floor. It's basically a combination of all the bedrooms for it there. So of course the windows go in and all of that, as well as kind of like a side build there with some of the details and some nice stickers for Lilo's bedroom that we're building here first. Then we kind of have like the attic space. It's kind of weird in the middle here, but then we do like Nani's room over to this side here. But it's always built in these nice little chunks, which I appreciate as well, especially when you're building on the beach. But otherwise it was really fun to put together here. The last thing you do is you kind of put this little dome piece on, which is only really seen near the end, and then you make the roof. And the roof was really nice and easy to put together, just kind of sitting on some hinges there, and it just went together, and I thought this was a really fun build. Let's go ahead and finish this thing up, and I'll show you the Lego beach house on the beach. Alright, and here is the Lilo and Stitch beach house. So, looks pretty good here on the beach, of course. This isn't Hawaii, but it'll do the trick for now. This was a really fun build to put together. Comes with some great minifigures up front here. I love the color contrast in this type of house as well. It just looks very nice. The back shows some other details. Of course, everybody always wants a closed back model, but for the age demographic and who would actually be buying this, I don't mind the open dollhouse style there. I thought the details were just enough in order to get everything across from the classic animated movie. And here's just another kind of outside shot here. Just again, looking at it on the beach, just fits the environment pretty well. Of course, it seems a little bright, but otherwise not too bad. It is a pretty solid build, no Technic in it or anything, but you're able to kind of pick it up with one hand and move it around pretty good, and it just helps everything kind of keep together. Oh, here we go again. It's okay. Hang on. We're okay. We're okay. It's okay. Anyway, on with the review here. This over there is Nani's room up top, and you can kind of see some of the other details, kind of the 2 bedrooms, the attic, and then the kitchen, laundry, and the living room. It is a little cramped. You wouldn't really be able to have some of the minifigures walk around in here, but you know, the idea is there and I appreciate it. But I love the amount of details. Over in this section here, again, you've got a closer look at the laundry kitchen, the kind of foyer area, the living room that's got some nice things with like the record player and like the friends as the spoons in the pickle jar. Some really fun sticker details in here with like the Thanksgiving kind of classic sticker there with the whole family there. Unfortunately, there is no Jumba and Pleakley in this set, but that sticker was the only one there. Again, it is pretty solid. You can kind of pick it up and move things around. Here's a closer look at Lilo's bedroom there. It uses those like cone pieces in order to, let me move that out of the way so you can kind of see a little better, in order to kind of do like the frame of the bed, and then a big sticker in there with like the family picture in there that's kind of at the end of the movie with everybody. They've got a little minifig piece in there and kind of like the sand green to use as like a hula lamp. That's kind of cool. You've got Stitch's bed in there, of course, that he doesn't use. A little surfing trophy for Nani. That's a fun little mini build. And then over... Oh, here we go again. Oh, I'm going to move back here. Okay, where were we? So there's the living room, again with the turntable, and it has, again, that nice foyer. There's the sticker there that says Me Alone, which is a fun shout-out from the movie. It has like that black flame candle piece in there I thought was interesting, along with the washer and dryer, which of course was also a little controversial in the original movie. Over here is a Mulan sticker. I guess Nani is a fan of Mulan, so that's another fun Easter egg in this set. Then the little dome piece. I believe this is the Ugly Duckling book from the movie. These are both stickers, unfortunately, there. But you can see it says, like, I'm lost. You know, Stitch has a moment with that. But that's cool that that was included in the set. It just kind of goes up in this dome here. And now a closer look at the minifigures. You've got Nani, you've got Scrub, Lilo, Stitch. Move some sand out of the way here, sorry. And then we've got David over there, which is pretty cool. And, of course, Cobra Bubbles. Stitch is pretty cool. He comes with like his coffee and a little ray gun. David's got the little fire show type things, forget what those called, like the twirlers. And then Cobra Bubbles just looking fun over there as well. You've got some surfboards in the back that have some nice sticker details with like a hidden Mickey on it. I thought was fun. And kind of looking at it overall, again, you can see some of the exterior details with some of like the leaf pieces and a closer look at that roof with like the ingots and the other tiles in order to give it a nicer texture, which I really appreciate. I think it really goes out really well. And of course the front door does have a dog door, which is nice, which is the reason why they bought a dog and not a lobster to begin with there. So I thought that was a fun inclusion in the set. I think they've just recently started making that piece, so that was kind of fun to see. You can see some of the palm trees off to the side too, using kind of those fern elements as well, and watching out for the waves coming up again here, but I think we're doing okay. But overall, I just really like the look of this. There's not a lot of places for the minifigures inside though. And again, up there would kind of be their normal bedroom in the show and like the movie and such. I kind of just parked the vehicle up there to make it easy to kind of get in there. But again, here's just a closer look at some of the interior details there. Again, I'm wanting a little bit more, but I'm actually pretty happy with what they did include. Alright, so final thoughts here. This was a really fun set to build. Of course, it was also fun building it here, but I think the minifigures look great. I could have wanted a little bit more, like some dual molded legs for Nani, but otherwise it looks pretty good. But building it on the beach was a really fun challenge and experience here. Just makes these sets even more fun. So leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to Old Mountain Brick so you don't miss the next LEGO City update where we see if we can find a place for this somewhere in our LEGO City. Leave a comment down below what you think of the Lilo and Stitch beach house and how many times I got splashed by the water doing this. And until next time, thanks for coming by Old Mountain Bricks today. Have a good one.